Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Looking forward to the Minara Business Awards this evening, and shukr alhamdulillah. With me I have Ahmed Osman from HumanAid. Assalamu alaikum Ahmed, thank you for joining us.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. An absolute pleasure.
Now, alhamdulillah, I've had the opportunity of seeing Ahmed's work in the community, and he stands before us as a finalist in the Minara Community Builder of the Year award. It's been an amazing story, how HumanAid was started, but I won't, take that away from Ahmed. I want him to tell us and our viewers exactly how HumanAid was started, and alhamdulillah, how we sit where we are today.
Well, HumanAid started initially with different businessmen that were volunteers in different organizations. And then we left because we needed to find a structure where we can react fast, because there's a need today and a response needs to be done today. So it's comprising of men, women, and youth, especially businessmen, using their own funds to implement a change in society and a change in the difference of people, one life at a time. We know we can't change everybody's lives, but we're going to change one life at a time as fast as we can.
Ahmed, when you first got involved with HumanAid, did you ever think, alhamdulillah, that it would have been as successful, with Allah Ta'ala's infinite blessing, as successful as it is today?
I had hoped so. I didn't intend that because, we started off using our own funds, doing the little we can. But alhamdulillah, the support from the Muslim community, the support from family and friends, and the need that was there. So demand outdid supply. But then Allah's mercy stepped in. And you know what? Change just came, and we are able to help, empower and uplift many, many people through the generous support of our families, friends, and the community.
What I've observed, and especially amongst there's a lot of projects that you're involved in. I know the latest project is the building of 60 houses. Tell us a little bit more about that.
The 60 Homes project is in partnership with Al Ansar Foundation. We're doing 60 container homes for Syrian refugees that are living on the Jordan sector in Mafraq, and we're looking at making a difference in their lives, because just over 2 months ago, we revisited, and now we know that we're 12 years later in the crisis, and yet these families are living in tents, in abject poverty. So to raise them, to empower them, to uplift them, to give them some sort of dignity, we came up with the concept of giving them a home, a container home next to the tents that they reside in. Challenges with the tent are many. You know what, you've got extreme weathers, you've got very, very hot summers, which is sizzling hot, and then challenges in summer is your snakes and your scorpions. And then you've got extreme cold where it snows. And we've seen families that literally take the blankets that we distribute to them to insulate the tent by placing it on the top of the tent outside. Now you can imagine, we go dressed up, we know that we're going into a severe cold area, and we're going to be implementing distribution, and they're going to live like this day by day. So we have to uplift and we have to change. 12 years is already too long to be living in a tent. So why we're giving them a container home is to give them some sort of dignity, some sort of hope, and to help them face these challenges of the elements that they're facing. And also, in this project here, we are accepting lillah, zakat, sadaqah jariyah, sawab jariyah, and zakat. Why? Because zakat, we're giving ownership of these containers to these families. So this is one of the most amazing projects that we've done. We have several other projects. We were honored, and alhamdulillah, we were blessed that Allah has given us an opportunity not so long ago. Late last year, we built homes inside Syria for the Syrian families, bricked up, built up homes, 2-bedroom units. So a lot of projects internationally, but many more projects locally. From a local perspective, we focus predominantly on homes. We build homes for the destitute, the homeless, those that are abandoned. We're building a lot of maktabs, especially in the informal and the rural settlements. Rebuilding, rather, the word. I think some of them are new, but predominantly most of them are existing infrastructure that's really in bad condition. You know what, during the COVID pandemic, we were fortunate to have had the permissions and the permits to go and do distributions in different areas. And by visiting these areas, and we used the maktabs and the musallas in the different informal sectors to be a base for us to do distribution to those that are in need. And at that time, everybody was in need. So we were helping everybody by distributing from those facilities. But it also gave us a massive shock to see that the conditions that we're expecting these new Muslims, these reverts, these children to learn in, is what we would define as a broken John Dole structure or tin shanty structure. And deen, half of deen is cleanliness. So that's when we took it upon ourselves. And the first few good projects, we started off taking a shipping container, modifying a shipping container into a maktab, which we also did the same for as a home. Then depending on the size of the structure, I mean the number of children, the musalla requirements, the musallis in the masjid, we started doing chromodeck structures, which is your conventional, your carport structures. Now we could do, instead of a 6 meter by 2 meter, we could do a 7 meter by 4 meter, and we could do different sizes. And the most beautiful part about this, when these children came back, so we dropped an existing structure that was in bad condition, and then when we rebuilt this, the sense of joy and pride, so to say, for the children to now belong to this facility, this beautiful facility, aluminium windows, vinyl carpeting, whiteboard, Quran shelves, new kitabs, new Qurans, so it gave them a lot of pride and hope and dignity. That's it, charity wrapped in dignity, so that was amazing for us to see, and we continued that, in different areas across KZ, and we've actually taken up one now in the Malalan Komatiport area where we're building a musalla and an imam's quarters for them. We've got coming up in Escort also, so now we're expanding. HumanAid is now expanding to go countrywide. We're looking at Cape Town also, inshallah. So wherever our projects can be copied and pasted and used to benefit those that I need, HumanAid is there.
Ahmed, really inspiring. May Allah Ta'ala continue to take HumanAid from strength to strength, inshallah. And on behalf of the community, thank you so much for the wonderful work you do. And may, inshallah, I know it's an achievement to be nominated, but we wish you all the luck this evening, inshallah.
Jazakallah, I really appreciate it. And all this is only done, like I said, through the support of family, friends, and businessmen and community members. One of the other projects that I forgot to mention here is that we run soup kitchens in different areas. Right, so we've got a soup kitchen that's a containerized soup kitchen that's in the Sydenham area. We've got one in Stanger. And we extend an invitation to all our donors or community members or anybody who wants to come out there. We feed on from Monday to Friday from about 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Anybody that's in need for food stands in the queue, gets. Everything is cooked freshly on site. And we ask volunteers and anybody wishing to come and contribute, to donate, or even take part or be personally involved, because there's no other sweetness than doing charity yourselves with your own hands. So we're giving them the opportunity. Any donor or any community member that wants to come out and partake and just be present in the distribution. Even if you didn't contribute, that's fine. But take the benefit of coming and being part of this. The other project we did is we found that maktabs have APAs. And you know what, unfortunately, the reality is they don't earn so very well. So we've identified a few maktabs already that had the potential where we've taken the APA and we empowered her. The way we empowered her is that we've identified central bases. So we've got, like for instance, we've got the maktab in Lacey Road. And we've given her the equipment, the APA the equipment, and she prepares 300 meals daily. 300, now it's not your normal just peanut butter and bread sandwiches. On a Monday she'll make a hot dog, on a Tuesday she'll make a polony with polony sandwich, and then on a Wednesday she'll make a burger, and that meat menu is repeated Monday to Friday. Then this food is given to her maktab where she teaches, and other maktabs in the informal sector, because we found that children come hungry to madrasa. Now you don't expect a child to learn when they are hungry. So we feed them and they learn better. But the APA is empowered because we pay her a salary to do this. So now she's, apart from the fact that she's earning from the maktab, she's also earning from this empowerment project. And it's one of the most amazing and most beautiful projects because we found that the APA's home is happy. The children are happy. So there's just multiple benefits and rewards. And we want to thank our donors for the support that they've given us. And all this is possible through Allah's mercy. And there are times, when we take on projects, I honestly, the team will stand behind me and say this. There are times when we take on some big projects, and we know we don't have the funds in the account for it. And then we sit on the WhatsApp and say, this project is going to cost us, say, 300,000-400,000 rands. And we've got about 50,000-60,000 rands in the account. What do we do? Say, no, make bismillah, this is not ours. This is Allah's work. Allah will send. And wallahi, within a very, very, very short space of time, Allah sends. Because that's one of the benefits of the South African Muslim community donor pool. They are givers. And Allah bless them for it. Our
Ameen.
Sincere du'as for them.
Ameen.
And Allah accept all the work that we as HumanAid do. And as Hilaal TV also, there's massive support for us. We really, really appreciate it.
Jazakallah, Ahmed, and we'll see you this evening, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.